Today, I thought to discuss about walking meditation. Here, we are practicing Satipatthana Vipassana meditation in Mahasi tradition. And the instructions, we are following the instruction given by Venerable Mahasi Sayāgyi, which is based on the teachings of the Buddha. So here we are trying to be mindful in all postures, sitting, standing, walking, or going and lying down. Therefore, in the schedule, if we see there are many sitting hours, there are many walking hours, and apart from that, we are trying to be mindful in daily activities. So here we are not just doing sitting meditation, walking meditation. We are doing walking meditation too, and this walking meditation is also a very important part in this tradition, in Mahasi tradition. Walking meditation is also as important as sitting meditation. Therefore, we should do walking meditation with great respect. And this walking meditation we are doing here as instructed by the Buddha. The Buddha has mentioned about this walking meditation in Mahasatipatthana Sutta, in the sections of postures and clear comprehension. In the section of postures, the Buddha instructed monks to know when they are going. The Buddha instructed the monks to aware of going. Means we should be aware of walking when we are walking. Yeah. We should be aware of sitting. We should be aware of standing. We should be aware of walking, and we should be aware of lying down. And again, in the section of clear comprehension, the Buddha instructed monks to apply clear comprehension on going forward and going backward. So whenever we are going forward, we should apply clear comprehension. And whenever we are going backward, we should apply clear comprehension. But here, clear comprehension is wisdom, understanding, or knowledge. Therefore, without concentration, there will not be knowledge. And without mindfulness, there will no concentration. So applying clear comprehension means applying mindfulness, concentration, and clear comprehension. So during Buddha's time too, monks and nuns, they do walking meditation. They do walking meditation too, not only sitting meditation. And some monks and nuns, they become enlightened while doing walking meditation. During Buddha's time, there was a nun, Bahuputtika Theri. He ordained she ordained when she maybe at the age of 80. So she is too old, difficult to walk. Therefore, she tied a rope in between two trees, and she hold that rope and do walking meditation for whole night. Whole night she's doing walking meditation, and she become arhat at that night. And also we can see Venerable Sakkupala, who become blind and who was arhat. After becoming arhat too, he used to do walking meditation. And we can also see Venerable Ananda. He also do walking meditation. So by doing walking meditation too, we can become enlightened. We can gain the special knowledges. Therefore, the Buddha has instructed the meditators to be mindful while walking. Therefore, Venerable Mahasi Sayadaw also instructed yogis to be mindful during walking time also. Therefore, we are trying our best in the practice, being mindful from the early morning when we wake up till night in all four postures: sitting, standing, walking, and lying down. You already listen the instructions, so you already know how to do walking meditation. But again, I would like to discuss how to do walking meditation. So after every sitting, we do walking meditation. Therefore, when we do walking meditation, we choose a place to do walking meditation for that hour. That means we choose one place to do walking meditation. We are not moving from one place to another place within that 1 hour to do walking meditation. We are not moving from one place to another place to do walking in that particular hour, particular period. So when we do walking meditation, we choose one place for the whole hour. And that place should not be too long distance, and also not too short. And when we do walking at the beginning, we just do one step walking as a right step and left step. When you step right foot, you focus, you pay attention on the right foot, observe closely. When you step left foot, you pay attention on that foot and observe it. And you make mental labeling too, as a right, left, right, and left. So just keep on doing right, left, right, left, back and forth, back and forth. When you are at the end of walking, you just stand there, focus on the whole body, note it as standing few times. Then you turn mindfully, noting as turning. Again, you stand. You note it as standing, and you start to walk again as right, left, right, left. So when you do when you do this, the one step walking, you should not walk very quickly. You should not walk very quickly in normal pace, one step after another step. You finish stepping one foot and then you step another foot. So when you pay close attention to your legs and you are putting effort so that the noting mind reach to that step, the mindfulness will be there and concentration also develops. Sometimes you might realize, you might notice that your mind wandering at the time while you are stepping right, left, right, left. But just aware of that wandering mind. You don't need to label it as wandering while you are stepping. So just notice it and immediately bring your attention back to the leg. Left, right, left, right. Left, right. If you want to note that wandering mind, then you need to stop. You need to stop and then note wandering, and again continue walking. So if you do this first step very carefully, you will see that your mind is getting calmer. Your mind is calm. So after doing this right, left for about 20 minutes, so you can move to the second type of walking. Lifting, placing, lifting, placing. In one step, two notings. Lifting and placing. You slowly lift your foot. You pay attention on your foot, slowly lift it. And when you are lifting, you are doing this lifting, don't lift too high. And also don't lift too low. Just the comfortable way you do. So when you are lifting, you should pay attention very closely. You should start to note this lifting as soon as your heel starts to move. So slowly you are moving, lifting. If one noting is not enough, you can make lifting, lifting, lifting that way until you finish lifting. And then you start to place a drop. Your leg starts to drop. From the very beginning of that dropping, you note it placing, placing, placing until you place your leg on the ground and you press the ground. So the whole process is placing down. Again, another foot lifting and placing. And this second type of walking, you have to do slowly. Only then you will see the true natures arising at the moment of lifting and placing. So after doing this lifting and placing for about 20 minutes, then another 20 minutes, the last 20 minutes, try to do the 3 steps, 3 notings in one step: lifting, moving, and placing. And this lifting, moving, and placing, you even have to do more slowly. Slowly you lift up, making mental leveling, lifting, lifting, lifting. And then slowly you move forward, leveling it, moving, moving, moving. And slowly you drop down, noting it as placing, placing, or dropping, dropping. So lifting, moving, and dropping, you have to do very slowly. But for the people who have a leg problem, and also when you get old, sometimes it's difficult to do this lifting, moving, and placing very slowly. But for other people, for the youngsters, it is not difficult. It is not difficult to slow down during lifting, moving, and placing. So when you focus that lifting, moving, and placing closely, you will see the very true natures occurring at that time. What type of natures we supposed to experience in lifting, moving, and placing? The commentaries explain it. During lifting process, actually we are supposed to see the nature of 4 great elements. 4 great elements: earth element, water element, fire element, and air element. but which element is more predominant in lifting, in moving, and in placing down process. The commentaries explain that during lifting process, two elements are dominant: fire element and air element. While noting lifting process, if the noting mind is really focused on that process of lifting, sometimes you might feel lightness, and sometimes you might feel the movement, pushing or pulling movement. And here, lightness is the nature of fire element. Lightness is one of the characteristics of fire element, Tejo Dhatu. And the movement or pulling or pushing force, it is one of the characteristics of air element. So during lifting process, these two elements are strong. The other two, earth element and water element, are weak. And among these two elements, fire element and air element, in lifting process, fire element is dominant. And when we move forward, in that moving forward, moving process, again, this air element and fire element are strong. But among these two elements, air element is dominant in moving forward process. So we have to see those natures. We have to experience those natures while lifting and moving. But sometimes there are other elements also we can experience. And in placing down process, when we are placing our legs down, water element and earth element are strong. This fire element and air element, they are weak. Sometimes when we place down, we might feel heaviness. Our legs become heavier and heavier. And that heaviness is one of the characteristics of Apo Dhatu, water element. And when we touch the ground, sometimes we feel hardness, and sometimes we feel softness. Sometimes we feel roughness. So these hardness, softness are the characteristic of earth element. And one thing here we have to remember that when we note placing, we should follow this placing movement from the releasing of legs as soon as our legs drop down, we have to follow it until the leg touches the ground and we press it. The whole process is placing. So when it drops down, sometimes we may feel very heavy. And when it touches the ground, touches the floor, we may feel hardness or softness, and sometimes pressure also. So this heaviness is water element, and hardness or softness is earth element. And during that process, the commentary said that water element is dominant. So in order to be aware of these natures, in order to perceive these natures occurring during lifting, moving, and placing, we have to pay attention. We have to aim that movements. Therefore, we have to send our mind. We have to pay attention to the legs, and we have to apply effort. Then only the noting mind reaches to that lifting, moving, and placing objects. So that way we have to practice. And when we can note this lifting, moving, and placing movements, our mind becomes calm. We develop concentration, so we see the natures very clearly. So seeing these natures means we are perceiving matter, rupa. We are knowing rupa. And when we keep on practicing, we come to perceive not only rupa, we come to perceive nama also. And here nama means the awareness or the knowing mind, the noting mind. We come to see this noting mind too, not only the rupa matter, we come to see mind, nama. We come to see that, oh, there is only nama and rupa, mind and matter. There is noting mind, and there is the object matter, which is noted or observed. There are only two things, mind and matter. We come to know that way. And that is the very true knowledge that we are having. If we are not mindful while we are walking, what we think that, oh, I am walking, I am going. We have a concept of I or person or entity. So who is walking? Oh, I am walking. But when we pay attention, we are trying. When we pay attention, we come to see the very true natures of that walking process, lifting, moving, and placing. And we also come to see the noting mind. That means only mind and matter. There is only mind and matter. There is no I or no person or no entity. Therefore, the Buddha said, Buddha instructed the meditators to be mindful while walking. Therefore, the commentators also mention that everybody is walking and everybody knows that they are walking. Even animals to know that they are going, but it is different. Ordinary beings, whenever they are going, they know they are going, they are walking, but they have a concept of I or person or atta. But meditators, because they really see the true natures occurring at the moment of walking, they will not have that view of I or a person. And again, if we continue noting these movements during walking meditation, left, right, or lifting, placing, or lifting, moving, and placing, we come to see the intentions. We come to see the intention to lift, the intention to move, the intention to place. This lifting movement, moving movement, and placing movement, these movements are not created by a creator or somebody. These lifting, moving, and placing down movements are occurring because of the intention, because we want to lift. Therefore, lifting movement takes place. We want to move. Therefore, moving takes place. We want to drop down. We want to place. Therefore, placing takes place. At the beginning, we may not see this intention, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, we just keep on focusing this lifting, moving, and placing continuously. And when our mindfulness and concentration gets stronger and stronger, we come to notice that intention too. So when you notice that intention to lift, move, and place down, you have to note that intention also. Intention to lift, then lifting. If you see intention to move, then note it, intention to move, then moving. If you found the intention in placing down, you note it, intention to place, and placing down. So we come to see the cause and effect relationship of mind and matter occurring during lifting, moving, and placing. The intention to lift is cause, and the actual lifting process is effect. The intention to move is cause, and the actual moving process is effect. And the intention to place down is cause, and the actual placing process is effect. So we come to understand this cause and effect relationship of this mind and matter. When we reach to that stage, means when we come to see the cause and effect relation, we may call a Chula Sotapanna. The Chula Sotapanna means lesser stream enterer. It is said that if that person who is Chula Sotapanna, who sees the cause and relation as cause and effect relationship of mind and matter, having this knowledge, if that person died at that moment, he will not fall, he will not reborn in the lower realms. He will not reborn in the lower realms if he passed away while having this knowledge. But if later he did not practice, he did not attain the higher knowledges, he did not gain the higher knowledges, and if he passed away, he may reborn in the lower realms. But while having this knowledge, if he passed away, he will reborn in good realms. So after having this knowledge of conditionality, if he continues to practice again, now he comes to see this lifting, moving, and placing process in very detailed manner. Although we think that there is just one lifting, at the beginning, we only see just one lifting, the continuous lifting, just one moving, and just one placing. But when practicing continuously and when we develop concentration and mindfulness, we come to see that even in one lifting process, there are many, many other small lifting. Not just a one continuous process of lifting is there. There are many, many other small lifting is there. Lifting arises, disappears. It arises, disappears. It arises, disappears. So the lifting process is occurring segment by segment, stage by stage, not just one lifting process. Many segments is there. We come to see that. And those liftings, they are arising and passing away, arising and passing away continuously. Means we come to see the impermanent nature. And not only this lifting process, this lifting, it arises and passes away. Also the noting mind. There are many series of noting mind. The series of intentions to lift. So we come to see that. And we also come to see the dukkha, unsatisfactory nature, because it is constantly arising and passing away. It is constantly changing. That is the unsatisfactoriness, dukkha. And they are occurring in their own accord. We cannot do anything. We cannot control them. That is the anatta, non-self. So we come to see this impermanent suffering or unsatisfactoriness and non-self nature while we are doing walking meditation. And again, if we continue to practice, we can gain higher insight knowledges. So therefore, this walking meditation is also very important, and it is very beneficial. The Buddha, in another discourse, talk about the 5 kinds of benefits that one can get from walking. And one of them is the concentration gained in walking meditation lasts for long. In walking meditation, we need more effort. We need more effort, double effort than in sitting meditation. We need an effort to lift the foot. We need an effort to lift the foot, and we need another effort to note that lifting process. So we need double effort. We need an effort to lift, and again, we need an effort to note that, to observe that lifting process. So in walking meditation, we have to apply effort 2 times. Therefore, sometimes we feel it's difficult to gain concentration. But we gain concentration when we pay attention, observe it very closely. We gain concentration, and that concentration lasts for a long time. That concentration is very supportive for our practice, very supportive for next sitting meditation, next walking meditation. Therefore, we have to do this walking meditation with full respect. And just before I said that when we do walking meditation, very slowly, especially the lifting, moving, and placing, the commentators give an example that, what the word that? Wisama Pubi Page Udaka Parita Sakatang Vuya. That is the example given in the commentaries. What it means that during olden days, in the villages, the villagers have to go somewhere to get water. They use cart and they use the big pots. They put pots on the cart and they push it. And in the villages, the road, in the olden days, the road is not smooth. It's a bumpy road, uneven road. So after filling the pots with water, if those villagers, they push the cart very quickly, what will happen? they spill the water. When they reach to their home, no water left. Yeah. So in uneven road and bumpy road, they have to push this cart very slowly, very carefully, very mindfully. Same way, when we do walking meditation, we have to do slowly, carefully, and mindfully. Another example given is a bowl full of oil. And we are taking this bowl with full oil to another place. We cannot walk quickly. We cannot walk quickly. We have to walk very slowly, very mindfully. Otherwise, we spill an oil. So in doing walking meditation, we have to be very mindful. And we have to bring the concentration that we gain in walking meditation to the sitting meditation. We do walking meditation very carefully, very mindfully. And when the bell rang, oh, it's now time for sitting. I would be late if I walk slowly and we just lose our mindfulness and we walk very fast, very quick. Very quickly we come to the Dhamma hall. So we break our concentration. So we should not do that. Yeah. After doing walking meditation, we are coming inside the Dhamma hall. We can do in normal pace, not losing our mindfulness. Not losing our mindfulness. And when we reach to our sitting place, we have to sit down mindfully again. We have to sit down mindfully. If you can slow down inch by inch. You try to sit down slowly, inch by inch, dropping your body. If you can. If you cannot, still you have to sit down very mindfully, not losing your mindfulness. That means there is a continuity in mindfulness, so you will not lose concentration. So if you can practice that way, your sitting meditation will be wonderful, very good. And after sitting meditation also, oh, it's now time for walking. Don't get up quickly. Don't stand up quickly. Stand up mindfully. Every moment, every second, try to keep mindfulness. Try to keep mindfulness. Sometimes in general way, and sometimes in very meticulously, very precisely, very slowly, very respectfully. Try to keep that mindfulness. Then you will see the benefits. You will see the benefits of this practice, and you will have a more faith and confidence in the practice, and then you will put more effort, so you gain the higher knowledges. Therefore, may you all be able to practice respectfully, carefully, and diligently.